How's it going, guys? Second time's the charm here. My name is Phil, here on the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank, our casual gaming podcast, with my casual gaming buds. Here, joining me on this show is the rest of the TwoPennyGames crew. We have Connor Elliott.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining the show.
And Tavin Bothel.
Listen, guys, I understand it's annoying when we have to do things and something goes wrong, we have to redo something, right? But the less amount of attention you draw to it, the better the quality of the show.
What I do.
So every time you guys go, yeah, it's me, or every time, second time go, listen, we can just not draw attention to it and produce a better quality
See, Tavin, the mistake is on your part.
It is.
Because I didn't even say, for that reason. I just said it. And then you inferred
Yeah, but you
it.
were much less enthusiastic than you were the first time, and you should be replicating the energy.
That was the bit. It's different. I do it different each time.
But nobody knows!
The stream knows. But anyway, this, of course, like I said, is our casual gaming podcast where we come together and we talk about what we've been playing, what we're excited about in the coming week. If something cool's coming out, we kind of talk and chat about our week in games. And we come together with mini games, which we break out throughout the week, and we come up with something fun to compete against each other. Sometimes we do tier lists. Sometimes it's just a general discussion topic that we come together and just talk about games. Games are fun. Of course, you are now watching us live on twitch.tv/TwoPennyGames every Monday, 5 p.m., a little later than 5 p.m. Central, every Monday, as I said. But if you're not watching us live, it's every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central. That's when Tavin uploads it. Boys, how are we doing today?
YouTube.com/@TwoPennyGames.
But I'm doing good.
And mainstream podcast services of your choice.
Don't interrupt me. I'm doing good. And, I didn't have a real busy work week, so that's all I can really pray for. You did too, Tavin. You had no time at all to work.
No, and I'll have even less time this next week. So,
Yeah.
I'm a tired boy.
Mm-hmm.
And the week after
I
that.
had a very busy work week myself as well.
Yeah.
The only new thing I've really dove into this past week has been Vampire Survivors. Other than that, and also I played a little bit of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which is a lot of fun. Me and Connor have been doing the co-op campaign in that. Stay tuned.
Review live on the channel.
Stay tuned on the stream.
Yeah.
For the review. However, so if you're watching on YouTube, it will already be up for a few days now.
Yep.
Me at the head.
I'm excited to hear everybody's thoughts on it. But Phil, what are your thoughts on Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2? Jesus Christ. It's fucking
you could just
I
say
think it's
Space
a lot
Marine
of fun.
2.
This is a lot like the way that I had always seen it in all its marketing, or not that much marketing, but in all the things I've seen on TikTok or YouTube of all the people that I watch are playing it or whatever. It looks a lot like a Helldivers meets Gears of War in some way with in the Warhammer universe, which I knew of Warhammer and Warhammer 40k and kind of the distinctions. Warhammer 40k being in the future, regular Warhammer being kind of medieval, timesy-ish. And I think it's a really interesting and kind of neat universe. It's got that kind of cool camaraderie aspect that Helldivers had, where Helldivers, you're a Helldiver for Super Earth. We destroy the I forget what the fucking
Arachnids.
Terminids.
Yes. And these are the Terminids, and Space Marine, it's the Tyranids. That's what they are in Space Marines.
Oh, okay.
Tyranids is
so very,
older.
very different.
They're based off Alien.
Alien?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Alien.
Oh, they're kind of like xenomorphs. Yeah.
I'll say
xenomorphs
this
for
much.
sure.
Everything I've seen and heard about Space Marine seems like it'd be a really, really fun game that I would enjoy. I don't think it'd be one of my favorite things in the world, but I think I would like it a lot. The problem is that we are now waist deep into release season again.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we're doing the Game Club, which is Ratchet and Clank, which will be happening soon-ish. We need to have a conversation about when we're going to record that, by the way. Forgot to mention that before the show. And then Astrobot review just happened, just platinumed Astrobot. Talked about that last week. And then I've got Plucky Squire this next week. So I just have no time to get to Space Marine 2. That's not 100% true. I do have some time, but it's my time is so limited right now to where it's okay, do I want to experience something new or do I want comfort food? And so I've been diving into a bunch of comfort food games. right now, which is kind of funny to say because one of them is not comforting. It's actually quite anxiety inducing. Are you good on Space Marine, Phil, before we move on?
No, I was also gonna just say that I really dig just like the action packedness of it. This like whole horde system where like you just get overrun by all these Tyranids, like I said earlier, and you can just like cut through them with your weapons and sometimes a literal like fucking chainsaw sword. It's super badass. It's super cool, super testosterone filled, and it's a lot of fun.
Dope.
Join the Brotherhood.
And then
Brother.
Phil, I know you have something to say. I think you just mentioned it too. Vampire Survivors on PlayStation finally came out. We didn't play it right away, but I've also just by happenstance also had been playing it a little bit this week, and I forgot how fun and just kind of like one more roundish Vampire Survivors is. Like I kept finding myself going, I'll do one more, and then like each round is like depending on how well you do 10, 15, up to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough to hit that 30-minute mark yet.
The most like video game that like I've played this year.
Yeah, where it's just like
very
hit these
much
high scores, do these different things, level up, type stuff. But yeah, Vampire Survivors, so much fun. Popping some trophies for it, having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll platinum it. It's a little bit of like a far away goal for me. But the beauty of Vampire Survivors is it's really easy to jump back into. So
it's one of those gobstoppers for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So Vampire Survivors is really enjoyable. Phil, did you ever play it on the phone or anything?
No, not on the phone. I have like a very similar like same genre type game on my phone.
Okay.
It's like survivor.io or something like that.
Yeah, that was the ripoff one. Because Vampire Survivors was initially only on PC, and then all of these mobile games started imitating it because they saw the success while it was still small. So then the dev had to like rush a mobile port out. And I say rush, it came out content complete.
Vampire Survivors is it's not the first one of these types of games. I've played many a type of like a flash game of this like throughout my life.
Oh, well, sure. Yeah, but the survivor.io specifically I know is a ripoff of what Vampire Survivors was doing.
Oh, okay.
At the time. Like it rode that wave. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. How do you feel about it?
Having a blast. Popping trophies like you said.
What's your longest time so far? I don't know how much you've played.
I haven't done any like if there's like an endless mode, I haven't found it. I'm like clearing out like you get to like the end of a level whenever the Grim Reaper comes out and kills you.
Yeah.
I've done that with almost every level now.
Oh damn! So you've put a lot of time into it.
Yeah, pretty good amount. Let me see if I can find my hour count on the PlayStation app real quick.
Yeah, I've only put no, it's got to be more than 2. I've probably put about 3 hours into it. And so I haven't even beaten the first level really yet. Still kind of just working my way through it, getting stronger, getting these upgrades, and so forth. So I haven't hit that. But on the phone, I couldn't even tell you how many hours I put into it, and I completed like 3 or 4 levels. Like I've not played every level, but I've played like and beaten like 3 or 4 of them, and then you get challenge versions of each level also as you beat them and so forth. So I played a couple.
PlayStation app is telling me 7 hours.
Nice, very nice.
That's pretty good.
It does get to a point where like you hit like a point of strength, and then you're like, all right, well I can get through all of these now. Like these are not. It's just time consuming of like each time having to hit the 30 minutes, and then you do like fight the Grim Reaper at some point. I never did that. But I did like.
I'm sure eventually I'll get there.
Yeah, I did like. I got to the point on the phone where I was like warding him off a little bit, and then he would still like because he's just so aggressive, he would just kill you. So yeah, that's a fun game. It's a really really fun game. Good to unlock. What's your favorite? You're gonna have to tell me the weapon because I don't know the names. But what's your favorite starter character / weapon?
So one that I really just started like right before we opened up the show today, I've really really liked, and it's one of like the quote unquote legacy characters, and it's like dual pistols or dual revolvers.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
and
I don't know this.
Super cool.
I don't know that one. Interesting.
In
terms of the starter guys, I love the dagger one. The guy with the daggers. The dagger's so
that
OP.
That one's okay. I'm not a fan of like having to. This is a very much just a mindless game to me, and the aspect of having the daggers to where you have to be facing a certain way to like hit something. That's just over the fact that like I'll still use it to like get the upgrades and get like the fucking constant like daggers upgrade you can get.
Yeah.
And I'll still do that, but it's not like my first one I'm going to. Like, I have other ones that I put in front of it.
That's crazy because I'm the exact opposite. Because it drives me crazy that I can't control which enemy I'm killing with all the other weapons. I mean, you kind of can with some of them, but like there's a lot of them. And it's just like, all right, random or the one closest to you or whatever.
It would be one thing if it was like a twin stick thing, and it's very much not.
I feel that I have no problem just dashing to like doing a quick dash, like quick like 360 basically, where like I hit the 180, throw the knife, turn around again, and keep it moving and so forth.
Yeah, if I could run one way while using the stick to throw the knives whatever way I wanted to, like twin stick shooter like, I would love that. But the fact that it's literally just where I'm facing, I don't like it.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm the opposite on that. On top of that, of course, I've been working my way through Ratchet & Clank, making good progress on that. We'll talk about that at the beginning of next month. And then I dove back into Resident Evil. And I've been playing some Resident Evil 1. I've been playing the Chris campaign. I did Jill when we did the game club of it, so now I'm in Chris. I'm like half-ish way through my run of that. I've met Lisa. Haven't really engaged with her outside of that first introduction in the cabin.
Lisa Trevor.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through that, and because I've been watching a lot of, Ray Narvaez Jr., who's a popular Twitch streamer.
His birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, he did. He does a bunch of like Resident Evil randomizers, mostly with the original 1 and 2. And so I've been watching a lot of that, and like it just put the itch on me, and so I had to scratch it. So it's pretty much scratched right now, but I'll probably still find time to finish that run. Just because I really enjoy that game. That game's a lot of fun. I think it's just it scratches the intellectual part of my brain. Like it makes me feel smart. Or it makes me feel like the game is smart and I'm matching its wits is what I should say.
I like that.
Yeah.
I just real quick backtrack to Vampire Survivors. Apparently, I've unlocked 72 trophies in Vampire Survivors.
Damn.
How many are there?
Well, I mean, in the main like list, there are 41. Of those, I've gotten 21. But there's like a shit ton of like other like miscellaneous trophies from like weapon packs and shit.
I didn't know that because I'm getting the trophies and like the percentage is not going up at all. And so I was like, fuck, like how long is this platinum process going to take? Okay. I didn't like actually look into it and see that there was actual like different lists like they do for like DLCs and such. So that makes more sense.
There are 22 separate lists.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Phil, also something that you've been meaning to talk about on the podcast, but we haven't had time to. Akimebot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've only really played the intro level. Haven't done much past that. If you're not familiar with Akimebot, it's a sort of like Ratchet and Clank inspired action platformer game. It's an indie game. It's really, really like low key.
I'd say a lot of the mechanics are kind of improved from some of the Ratchet and Clank stuff.
Yeah.
Like I like the movement is really good. I have some issue with like some of the gunplay.
Really?
Some of it.
Early on, you're further than me for sure, but early on, I haven't had an issue with gunplay.
For me, it's just it doesn't have the sauce. You know?
I guess, yeah, I would say that. I would still say this is a good game. This is worth checking out if you like games like this. My biggest problem with it is its story, writing, and characters. The characters are straight up unlikable. Like, you don't like anybody. The little robot, I mean, I guess they're both robots, but the companion robot that is supposed to be like the Clank. Shipset, yeah. Is like a less charming claptrap, if you can imagine that. And so he's really annoying. And then your player character, Exy?
Xe is way super fucking cringe.
Yeah,
and his voice acting is just awful.
Yeah, he just tries to be this like edgy, legendary mercenary type guy, and he's just.
It's like,
ugh, get over yourself.
It's like an edgy like middle schooler that never grew up.
Yeah, he's
like, I'm a mercenary, and he has like, I don't know. I really don't like his voice at all.
Yeah, and they have no chemistry together at all.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't want to like send any hate to the voice actor, but it was just a bad choice on this voice actor.
I think it was just direction in general, because I find I think across the board the acting is the same, so I think it's a direction problem. But like, yeah, and then like the writing, the story, like the setup, none of it works. You're not exactly sure what's going on in the beginning. It's not clear as to like why these characters are hanging out with each other or doing things together. And then like, as soon as you enter the second level, it's like, God, I if I could, I tried. I looked. You can't lower the voice volume, but if I could, I would, and I would just have fun with the shooting. I think the shooting's fun. I think the platforming is fine. It works.
Yep.
But the shooting and the combat's a lot of fun. Xe feels good to control. So this is like a to me, this is an indie game that like almost had it, but it's hitting the right things in the way that like I'm still down to keep playing. There are some indie games that like narratively they hit it, or story wise they hit it, like type things, but like the gameplay wise they don't. Connor, I remember I brought up playing a demo of a game that was inspired by the early Metal Gear Solids, and I remember saying like, I like sort of the scenario they've built. It's pretty generic, but I like that. But the gameplay did not feel right. It didn't feel good to play, and that killed it entirely. Akimbot, I think, is fun to play. I like how the upgrade system is beginning to reveal itself to me, and how that's all done, and acquiring the different weapons. I just got the Akimbo pistols to start because I'm like, the game's called Akimbot, so I'm gonna get that one first. Even though they give you the option to pick whichever one you want first. There's like 4 power weapons, and then like a default machine gun that like does like it's like a little like pea shooter machine gun.
You'll get more weapons as you go. Those ones specifically are just like special weapons. I believe there are 4 main weapons that you'll get, and then you'll choose one of the 4 special weapons. I've got 3 of what I believe it to be 4 of like the main weapons you're going to be using.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, mechanically, I think it's sound, like it's solid. It's just this story and characters are so annoying and just ear grating. You don't like listening to them talk, which is a problem.
Very bad.
You know, especially when you compare it to Ratchet and Clank, even the original one, which like you get why they're hanging out together. Like you get why they're a pairing, and like even if like at times they disagree or aren't on good terms, you still want to see them patch it up and work through it. These guys, I'm like, fucking just like leave. Like, why are you here?
If that similar thing happens, which, you know, in terms of story, I can't imagine they're just going to stay enemies the whole time. They're going to just eventually become friends. They have to. That's just how stories go, right? I don't see how they reconcile that in terms of like they're not going to earn that.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I don't
see how they could earn becoming friends, being like, oh, okay, you're no longer grading to me.
Yeah,
right,
because they just so quickly established that these two just will not like each other, and it's just like, ugh, like this is great. Unless your main character has like a complete character flip like halfway through the game or something.
Right. So. I mean, the robots, they could do something like that, but that would be stupid.
Yeah. So, if you're interested and if you have a Ratchet and Clank itch, but you don't want to replay any of the other Ratchet games, which I would say are all better than this,
yes,
then this will scratch the itch, but it will not be as exciting or satisfying as a full-blown Ratchet and Clank.
All better. Psh, sounds like biases to me. Childhood
they are
players.
all better.
I mean, I would say
I would rather play Secret Agent Clank than this game.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, Phil, like, you played Size Matters. Like, I would assume Size Matters is better than this game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So
revisiting Size Matters, I enjoyed it a lot more than I did as a kid.
Oh, interesting.
Because it had the added benefit of like I think I kind of talked about it a few episodes back when I was playing it. It's not as hard because there's the rewind function because it's on an emulator.
Fair. Yeah.
So you're able to avoid some of like the really shitty like checkpointing system that was in that game.
Oh, interesting.
Is that the third one?
No, Size Matters
No.
is a PSP game.
Yeah.
So I assume some of the control scheme is a little weird because like the PSP only had one stick. I don't even think it had a stick. I think it might have just been a D-pad and
It had
a face
one.
button. It had one?
Had one.
Okay. Yeah, it had one stick. And then so like oftentimes with PSP games, you would move the camera with the face buttons.
The only reason I even know that is because not because I had a PSP. My older brother had a PSP.
Interesting. Yeah. So anyways, all of that to say, Vampire Survivors, real good. Go play it. Resident Evil, real good. Go play it. Akimbot, if you want.
If you want.
I will load it up at least one more time and put one more, like, at least small session into it.
There was a time where I could see myself getting to the end, but like the last time I played it and then put it down, I just had a fucking terrible headache just from playing it and just like I don't think I'm having fun right now.
I was developing a headache as I was playing it as well. So
Yeah.
I think there's something going on with the, like, maybe some motion blur or the way the colors are working or something.
Dude, in that first level, was the screen tearing just fucking mind-numbing to you? It fucking destroyed me. I hated it.
I didn't notice it. I might have to look again. I didn't notice it. But I did notice there was some weird visual stuff going on, but I wasn't paying enough attention.
You guys sit in a brightly lit room
The top
5 feet away from your TV?
The top half versus the bottom half of the screen, there were so many moments like I would just be panning across like strafing and shooting, and it would just be like fucking desynced. Like it would be fucking not correct.
Really bad. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that. That's not something I've seen. At least, or I haven't noticed it at the very least. So that's a problem if that pops up.
You know when you like look through water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's exactly like that.
Also, like working against this now that I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, I realized I haven't even like really loaded up the first Ratchet and Clank on PlayStation 3. I only have it for PlayStation Vita, the Platinum that is. And so, you know, I popped the first trophy, which has nothing to do with story progress, oddly enough. The trophies for that game are weird. But I popped my first trophy and I went, do I not have this? So I went and I looked at it, and of course, the PS3 like bar is so home screen is so slow and clunky, and loading the trophies takes forever. So immediately I went and I checked it, and then I was like, shit, because I got stuck on it because you can't exit out of it until it's done loading all of your trophies. And if you've played games for multiple generations, loading up PlayStation 4 and 5 trophies makes this thing chug. So it takes fucking forever to load in and out of it. I forgot about that. I need to remember to like go to the PlayStation app instead of using the PS3, which is a problem. That's a problem.
Which PS3 do you have?
I have the one that like not the launch one. I have the one that they like came out with later that's got like a matte black top. And it's rounded on top and so forth.
Does it like the slide open thing?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the disc tray. It's just an insert disc thing. So like I have like an eject button and it slides out real clean. And
gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering because mine actually didn't take that. It still took a long time, but it didn't take as long as what seems like yours was. Is mine like? I wonder if mine's like maybe newer than yours.
I
just don't know. I don't know the PS3 that well.
It might be just because like I've used mine more.
Maybe.
It might be because I have more trophies on more systems. Because you know I'm carrying across 4 different platforms between 3 Vita, 4, and 5.
I mean, I also before
because it definitely gets slower.
I did like reformat it. So
yeah, when it starts, reformatting it might help you as well. There might be too much cache on mine because I've never looked at anything like that ever on that thing. And then I have a lot of games installed also, or I have as many as I could with that. So that might be a part of it. But I'm fairly certain it's like because I have so many trophies across so many platforms. Because that's the slowest part. So it's got to be because I've played so many PlayStation games.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Chill.
Sure, if you want. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'm excited for Plucky Squire. I want to play it.
I'm pretty excited too. It looks really good.
Yeah. So that'll be out. By the time you hear this, it'll be out, and I'll be playing it. And there will be a review.
Yeah, it's out tomorrow, right?
It's out. Yeah, tomorrow. It's out tomorrow, and then there will be a review for it out Monday night / Tuesday morning.
Nice.
So, hopefully,
Very cool.
if I have the time, I'm gonna try really hard.
Try your damnedest.
I guess the embargo's not up. I was gonna see if we can pop a review score up, but
No.
I guess you would. If it was up, you would have already blown up the Discord about what score it had and everything.
Only if it I only throw the big number ones in there. Really, I don't like
big, or I throw up really big, or like if it's really small.
Yeah, I don't really. I just don't you guys will see the numbers too, so I don't really care to drop it in there unless it's like a marquee title, a God of War Ragnarok I would throw in there. We should probably move on to this first minigame, huh?
Yeah, probably. I've been off of my timer, so I haven't been looking at it. So, because I had to pull up the PlayStation time, like the hours and everything. Anyway, moving on. Unfortunately, Connor got cut off last week, so let's go ahead and start up with him.
Here's my redemption. Here's my bone. I get to go first. Yippee. I don't even feel like I want to go first. It's just like...
this attitude is not charismatic at all. Nobody likes a little bum-ass fucking...
Fine. If I'm
Debbie Downer.
Then I'll be happy and I'll smile the entire way through. That's better, right?
I mean, just don't be fake. Just be genuine. You're being fake both ways.
Fine. All right.
You're overcorrecting.
You're just fucking...
I can't be a psychopath on the internet. I have to be a real human being.
You're a psychopath normally. Just be you.
Fine.
We literally
I'll
had
try.
a conversation. We had a conversation last episode that there's a non-zero chance that you're an alien. So
yeah,
true. That's true for everyone, though. But
no.
I mean, he's not wrong. That is true for everyone.
It might be
especially
low,
Connor.
Yes, especially me. But it could be in the 0.1 percentile range. It's still there. But yes, it's my game. And my game this week is Meta Battle. The review aggregate site, Metacritic, reviews video games. And I'm going to compare 2 video games' score, and one of these gentlemen is going to have to guess it right. And if they do, they get a point. Or both, I guess, but that's not as fun. So, it's pretty simple, I've chosen these games in advance, and there's some real doozies, I'll tell you.
Yeah?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can never tell when you guys are going to be really confident in your choices or whether you're just going to spitball it, but we'll see this time.
Usually when we know the games.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the first 2 games, ones you know very well, personally, is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Not
the first one.
The first one.
Oh, boy.
Against, of course, one of the greatest games ever made, For Honor. My modus operandi is to choose 2 games that have similar scores. So, it's kind of obvious by this point, I feel. Maybe there'll be a little
I'm just trying to remember. I know I've looked at it recently. I just don't remember what Space Marine 1 had. My brain says it was middling.
I mean,
because it's a Warhammer game, so
no,
it's probably gonna be high
no.
quality.
He's not only being stupid, but at the same time, you have to remember if you're an older game that's classic, you got a high score.
Space Marine is not
exaggerated. I'm saying the review of what is good and what is not good, or what is a 70 or an 80, may not be exactly what that is in your mind. It depends on the time, maybe.
For Honor's not a classic either. Neither of these games are classics.
I'm locked in, so.
Well, For Honor has one of the best melee combat systems for players, so
it does.
I'll take that win.
But it's, it's an all right game.
What's your guess, you goddamn bastard?
Phil's locked in, so I'll start it off. For Honor.
I know you like your whiteboard. Ooh, you're right. You're right. Yep. For Honor takes the victory with a 78, but a 6 user score. Versus Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines 76 with a 7.8.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's got its shooters out there, like me. And you know what? What did they change from the first game? I don't know. I may highlight it in the review of Space Marine 2, which we said earlier, but I'm going to say it again. You can watch now.
YouTube.com/@TwoPennyGames.
TwoPennyGames. Yes, but both of you get a point. Should I even mark you guys as having a point?
No, yeah. I always net at 0 whenever that happens.
But then I'm undermining your efforts, both of you. And that's disrespectful. Second game, or second two games. We have A Way Out
Okay.
Ooh.
against Evolve.
Interesting. Those two games are close in score.
Yeah,
That's-
relatively.
That's
Same range. Same range.
Range of 10 or range of 5?
Wait, no, it's closer. Never mind, I was wrong. Yeah, it was very close. Yeah,
That's honestly really surprising to me.
yeah.
Because in my head, I go A Way Out is quite overrated.
Yeah,
In my head.
that's fair.
I'm locked in.
I'm also locked in.
Well, how about you go this time, Phil?
I put A Way Out.
I also was going A Way Out.
No, you weren't.
I promise you. I was.
Sure. But you're both right. It was A Way Out.
Can I guess?
For A Way Out?
A Way Out, 77. Evolve, 72.
I was gonna say A Way Out 78 and Evolve 73.
And the winner is Phil with A Way Out at 78. Both of you were wrong on the
What's
Evolve
Evolve?
score. Well, A Way Out is 78 with a 7.9 user score to Evolve 76 with a 4.3 user score.
Jesus, there it is. Holy fuck.
That game had so much potential, but it just didn't
quite
live up to
It
it.
quite
really
get to
had potential. I played it for like I think I probably put like 10 hours in that game.
Yeah.
Conceptually, it was good. It was one of the, I think it was at the time one of the first games that was trying to like push the whole asymmetric.
Yeah, I'm
multiplayer
trying to
game.
remember. I'm trying to remember if it came out before or after Dead by Daylight.
Definitely
I want to
before.
say it was
It was
before.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was before.
Yeah. But Dead by Daylight was around that time too. So
Yeah, relatively.
It was
Yeah,
close.
probably a
It
year,
was close.
maybe 2.
maybe 3 even.
No, not a shot.
Well,
People were playing Dead by Daylight like in 2015.
Evolve.
I thought Evolve was like
Evolve came out in 2015, so
Wait, really? Oh shit, it did yeah.
Yeah. I vividly remember watching Let's Plays in high school of Dead by Daylight.
So maybe 2018 isn't Dead by Daylight came out? No, you high school.
Dead
you said
by
high school.
Daylight was June 14th, 2016.
There it is.
So just a year later. Okay.
Yeah, and Evolve was February 2015.
Except wouldn't have been in school at that point. So maybe I'm maybe I'm lying my ass off. Maybe I'm confusing it with college.
Liar, liar, pants for hire.
Plants
Possible.
for hire.
Plants for hire.
Possibly.
All right. Next 2 games. You guys ready? This is a doozy one.
Dead by Daylight have an early access?
Ready.
What? No, maybe it did.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
I swear to God.
it must have, yeah.
I feel like I do remember playing it in like a weird initial stage, but I can't remember if that was like just a demo or like an open test or if it was early access.
The game was never in early access. There was a beta period, but it was never
That's what it
early
was.
access.
So I just played the beta.
Okay.
Yeah. Never fully dove into that game, but it had some fun while
all
it
right.
lasted. Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, next 2 games is Dead by Daylight. I'm just kidding.
That would have been really funny.
That would have been very funny. I wish I thought of that. It is going to be the famous game Journey against Undertale. Twist. Both the meta score is the same, and so you're going to be guessing the user score.
I'm locked in.
That's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lock in.
Very okay. Ooh, my phone fucked up. Not really fucked up, but yeah. Okay, there we go. Phil, you went last time, I believe. So, Tavin, what do you think?
So I'm going to predict, because Journey is older and it was smaller than, because at the time, PS3 indie games, not really, not a big microscope on them at that point. So I'm going to guess there aren't as many user scores. And so Undertale being widely acclaimed and having the internet's heart, I'm going to say Undertale is higher.
Okay.
Well, I'm also saying Undertale, but similarly to Tavin, I was also going to talk about how why I think this, and it's because people, I think back in that time, people were just still angry. At least my part of the internet, because before I was a PlayStation brained pilled gamer, I also hated on the PS3. And I was like, what is this? It's just a fucking walking sim? You're just walking around? Where am I shooting people in the head? What the hell's going on here?
You don't do that.
And so I assume people got mad at it for that. And everybody and their fucking mother talked about Undertale and about how you're supposed to play it. And, people are annoying. not that I'm not saying I'm not talking trash about Undertale. I fucking love Undertale. I just hate a large portion of the fan base of Undertale.
Part of the reason I've never
I said
played
Undertale.
It's part of the reason I've never played or experienced Undertale is because like the internet caring about how you play Undertale so much kind of killed the hype for me. It kind of like I tried. I played like 30 minutes of it, and I was like, I'm not having fun because I don't feel like I can play this organically.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Understandable.
I didn't know that was the problem at the time. But, usually when you guys do these things, you have like, there's obviously some, I kind of read meta scores before. I can kind of, get a ballpark of what it is and then kind of guess or do some inferencing on that part. This was the first time you guys really had a deep, insightful thought process into what it was.
We do it all the time.
Do it all the time.
We're both wrong, though, aren't we?
Yeah, you're both wrong.
Yeah.
It is Journey.
Wild.
Both of them have their meta score of 92. Journey wins out with an 8.7 user score compared to Undertale's 8.6.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Definitely 1,858 reviewers for Journey.
This is one of the rare examples where I think the fans are more right than the critics.
Fair enough. The critics were technically, it's pretty much neck and neck. Kind of.
My point is I think both games are overrated.
Ah, okay. I didn't know you felt that way about Journey.
No, yeah.
Undertale's not overrated. Undertale's great.
I've been vocal about Journey. Undertale I know less about because, again, I haven't played it all the way through, but I don't think it's possible for someone to organically play Undertale anymore.
Well, I did. I didn't know any of the edits.
The last time I even attempted was when it got the Switch port, and they added some extra content I think
that's where I played
the Joy-Cons and doing stuff. And
so, But no, I think Journey's wildly overrated.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll find out. Is it on the Game Club?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Journey? I think so.
I thought
one of those games that people are like, oh, I cried when I play it. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. It's got moments of heightened emotion for sure, but you're crying at this? Really? All right.
You played it.
It'd be kind of neat. It'd be kind of neat if we all played Journey at the same time when we run into each other.
Wow.
There's a possibility.
It is possible. How do we play that? It's on PS4.
Huh?
It's on PS4, right?
Have you not played it?
No.
Could have sworn you and I both played it. When it came to PlayStation 4, we both played it, and we both came away feeling the same way.
Not me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But next game, we're almost to the end here, guys. 2 more left. Both of you are neck and neck with 2 points each. You might have to do, I'll say the games. The first game is Too Human. Do you guys remember Too Human?
I remember Too Human.
I know you probably would because you probably went in the game store all the time.
You had this shit, didn't you?
Nope. I rented it or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what Too Human is?
No.
I don't want you to look it up, but it's a game no one here has really played.
It's a bullshit ass fucking terrible double A game from 2009 or 11 or something.
2008.
Yeah.
It was all over GameStops. It just stuck in my mind. And when I was making this list, I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. And comparing it to another game that I do have experience with, Alien versus Predator. Alien versus Predator.
Okay. That's interesting because people had fun with Alien versus Predator. I don't remember a lot of people saying good things about Too Human at all. But Alien versus Predator definitely had problems.
It did.
I remember being marred for its campaigns being too short and something about its campaigns not great. People liked the multiplayer, though. Am I right on that?
Yeah, multiplayer was pretty crazy. It was a really unique multiplayer experience.
Yeah, because you had all 3 factions in there.
Yeah.
Of humans, aliens, and predators.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
It was very crazy.
Interesting idea.
It was cool because the humans would usually suck the most, but there was always that one guy.
He knew how to shoot.
He did. He knew how to play the game. He knew the rules.
That was one thing about that time is they were willing to get experimental with multiplayer modes. Now it's like you gotta have your basics all the time.
Yeah. In fact, I think there's still a community online that plays the multiplayer on Steam.
Maybe on Steam.
Yeah,
I would say I'd be shocked if it was still alive because the 360's down.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. It's definitely not on there. But yeah, do you guys have your guesses?
Yeah,
I'm locked in.
I think it was Tam that went last time, so I'm gonna go with Phil. I might be wrong.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really.
I put AVP.
I also went AVP.
Well, you're both right.
Yeah.
I figured the giveaway would be that I played this game. I kind of slightly gave it away that I'm fond of it, and I would never put it up against a game that was, higher rated than it. Especially, especially
you went
Too
out
Human.
and found something shittier than AVP.
Okay, admittedly, I thought of Too Human first. And then I was like, what game is in that ballpark? And I was like, Alien versus Predator. And it's got to be better, right? It is. With a 68 and a 7.2 user score.
That's for AVP?
AVP, yes.
That's kind of surprising.
Winning over Too Human's 65 Metascore and 6.2
That one
user.
makes sense. That one makes sense.
The community came out for it in that user score.
AVP seems a little low. But maybe there was something I was missing back in the day. Every game was fun back in the day.
It should have been like in the 70s, realistically. Of course,
that was the era. That was the arrow that gave Gears of War a fucking 92 or 96.
Yeah, Gears of War 92. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
That's pretty funty. But next, the final one.
Final one.
We'll see if
Break this tie.
I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm probably gonna have to go and look. I gotta find another one.
Yeah.
Oh, I might. 2 games are Soma, the horror game.
Oh
Soma,
shit. Okay.
against Outlast.
Fuck. I don't know shit about Soma.
Well,
Do I? Maybe I do. I don't think of old podcasts that I was listening to when that game was coming out. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. I'll lock in.
I am already locked in.
all right. Ted, go ahead.
Outlast.
I also said Outlast.
Yeah, all right. Tying it up all the way through.
Tied it up. I'll let you get one more guess. Based off the user. Yeah, well, no. Wait,
I'm going to double down and say Outlast anyway.
Based off user score.
Just tell us the answer.
No, we have to have a winner,
Give us
Tavin.
the answer.
Fuck the
Ties-
winner. It's a tie
ties-
game.
bullshit.
The way the game
I'm
works is
standing
it's
in
hard to
sol-
break
I'm
a
standing
tie
in
anyway.
solidarity. I'm standing in solidarity. I'm right there with you, Tavin. Outlast.
Fine. In that case, you both were wrong with Outlast. It is Soma with an 84 to its 8.5.
I want to say, when he said, I'll give you another chance, I did in my head go, oh, I'm wrong, but I don't give a shit. Just play the fucking game.
Well,
Yeah.
Stop being a fucking cock.
someone's got to win, man.
No.
No point in this
Whoa.
game. Why did I even do it? What's even the point?
We've
no
done
one
so
won.
many ties. We've done so many ties before.
I try to fight against it whenever I can, but not this time.
It happens the most with this game. Yes.
Nah, I think that's
I think-
your own brain. That's your own brain working against you, Tavin.
I mean, if Tavin didn't win my game last week, we would have gone for 2 for 2 for ties for the Know Thy Foe. So
Well, Outlast lost with an 80 to its 8.2. So weaker across the board.
There we go.
well, all right.
There we go.
Good work, Connor. Even though you tried to sabotage, and we gotta have a winner. We gotta have a winner. Gotta have a winner.
We do. You guys have
We
no
don't,
fighting
though. We
spirit.
tie. Me
No
and Tavin
fighting
tie.
spirit between you two guys.
Anyway, moving on to my minigame, we're doing another episode of the Hit List, where it's a spin on our famous Hit 10, where we switch it around, and instead of you guys guessing the entries on a single list, I'm going to read off the entries 10 to 1 from lists from either myself, the internet, wherever, and you name the entries off 10 to 1, and you guys have to name what the list is.
Can I just say, I think it's bullshit that last week I did this, and it was all themed around platinum trophies, right? All 3 lists, you guys didn't pick up on that. But when it was my own like first 10 platinum trophies or whatever, Phil said I was full of myself. But the first time that he did this, he did his 10 favorite games of all times. How is that any different?
Well, I mean, for one, it was easy because y'all have heard my top 10 games of all time, so I thought that would be an easy thing to do. And then secondly, fuck you.
All right.
Give me just a second.
So what's the category of this list?
He just said, "Give me a second."
I'm trying to fucking get him. I'm trying to get him.
Like-
I'm trying to. No, he was going to spoil the name of the game. The game. He's going to spoil it.
No, it wasn't.
He might have.
So
If it worked.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
To do this?
Let's
All
go.
right, you guys are I didn't mention it, but y'all are gonna lock in your guesses on these for each round
Sure.
to keep it fair. First entry on this first list: Disco Elysium.
Okay.
Yep.
Disco Elysium. Connor, do you have a guess?
Yeah, I'm going to say best dialogue system.
Oh, that's interesting.
And Tavin?
Best ARPG, I believe that one's called.
Incorrect. Moving on to number 9, we have Half-Life 2.
Oh, that's interesting.
Half-Life 2.
Disco Elysium and Half-Life 2.
Okay. No, wait.
I've one.
I kind of do. Let me try and put this into words.
All right, well, while you put it into words, Tavin, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say this is like best episodic games or games that came out like in pieces.
And Connor?
It's best like hand-drawn style art because both of them have that kind of like drawing style to it.
No, not at all.
Incorrect. Number 8, we have Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay, now I'm lost. Okay, that was a left.
I keep wanting to say best physics systems, but it's not gonna work for two of them.
I've got a lock in.
Jesus.
That would really only not work for disco.
The physics thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess no. Yeah, I guess Red Dead could be in that conversation, but I guess I'll lock in
Connor?
best gunfighting.
Tavin?
Best games that take place over chapters.
Incorrect. Number 7, this is an even bigger left. Super Mario 64.
What?
Yeah,
what the fuck do these things have in common with each other? Okay, I've got one.
Connor, anything?
I guess so.
All right, Tavin?
Is this the top 10 highest rated Metacritic games?
Connor?
Best art style?
Incorrect.
Damn.
Number 6, we have Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Yeah. I did not open with an easy one. There is a very easy one.
Okay. How many of these are we doing?
5.
Fuck, dude.
I'm trying to go through them quick.
There's like very little things.
I'm just gonna sit in a similar thing from what I last said, but okay, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I guess I'm yeah.
All right, hit me, Connor.
Best exploration?
And Tavin?
Best highest rated open critic games.
No, Super Mario 64 is too old for Open Critic. Number 5, we have Super Metroid.
What the shit is this?
Disco Elysium's the weird one still, because it's like
I think Red Dead's the weird one here.
really.
Yeah. Also, you need to look at Half-Life 2 because that game's not drawn. It
is not drawn.
Very much like a 3D rendered game trying to be realistic for the time.
Yeah, probably not.
That threw me for a loop when you said that, Connor.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking
about? I thought I recalled
about?
like the characters themselves being designed with that, and I was like, that's what I was thinking.
No, they're just kind of cartoony because
they might have drawn art of the characters, but like, it's not the game.
No, it's not the game. All right, I'll lock it.
All right, Tavin, give me your guess.
Oh fuck, it's wrong. I was gonna say highest rated Steam games, but Super Mario 64 and Super Metroid aren't on that list.
Connor,
I guess best atmospheric soundtracks.
That's actually a good guess. Number 4, we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
I think you were too specific.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not soundtracks. I'll tell you that right now.
No, I think soundtracks is what got him in trouble there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're leading me astray.
I'm not going to
Devin.
go the other way either now because of his reaction, but
Link to the Past, you said?
Link to the Past. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Jesus.
is it? No, it can't be. No, because Disco Elysium throws that off. Not a there's Disco Elysium is a one and done, right? It's not a sequel.
No, it's not.
Oh no, yeah, it's new IP. It's the only one that's come out for that one.
Mm-hmm. That's a hard one.
I've got no idea.
Neither do I.
It's wild that you're like chirping up the sequel tree, considering what the next entry is, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Next entry is Portal 2.
There's a lot of sequels on this list. A lot of sequels. I'm locked in.
I'm not. Fuck, there's literally like nothing.
Yeah, this is gonna be ridiculous.
There's no train.
Let's shorten this down to 3, Phil.
Okay.
Because the problem is not your speed of going through it; it's the fact that we have to think about it.
Yeah,
I get you.
That makes no goddamn sense. What? Fuck.
Just throw some bullshit out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, Connor, give me
Best foot walking sounds. That worked.
Tavin.
I'm gonna go top 10 most innovative games.
Very
No,
well.
next one we got Super Mario World.
For a lot of those, it kind of works.
I know that's
you know?
it does. Super sure. You can throw it at any
World
game at
number
this
2.
point, Phil. I don't think it even almost
Super
matters.
Mario. Yeah, 100%. It's like, all right, yeah, sure, fuck it.
Right. And then number 1, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Not best atmosphere. Best atmosphere.
I'm gonna say this is
Devin?
some website's top 10 games of all time.
Tavin nailed on the head.
There it is. There it is.
This is the top 10 of IGN's top 100 video games of all time.
Ah, okay. This list shit. It's not that shit, actually. But
yeah, let me just run through it again real quick.
They have a
number
bias.
10, I had Disco Elysium, followed by Half-Life 2 at number 9.
it's actually a
At
pretty
8,
good
we
one.
have Red Dead
You lose me
Redemption
at Red
2,
Dead.
number 7. Super Mario 64, number 6. Mass Effect 2, number 5. Super Metroid, number 4. Link to the Past, number 3. Portal 2, number 2. Super Mario World, number 1. Breath of the Wild.
How old was the person that made this list?
It's probably the whole company.
Yeah, IGN usually does like staff of IGN or whatever. And if it's 100 games, then yeah, they probably did some kind of voting system. I don't like Red Dead 2, Mass Effect 2, or Breath of the Wild being in a top 10 conversation. I don't think
All right.
I don't think any of them deserve to be in the top 10.
I was gonna make a joke about that.
right.
You were like, if it was Mass Effect 3, though, that'd be different.
No,
I
I
know.
don't think there's a single Mass Effect game in the top 10.
Yeah.
Top 20, for sure.
Could have a conversation of that for sure.
All right. Moving on to the second list here, we have number 10, Donut County.
Locked in.
Me too.
All right, Connor, give me your guess.
Best food in games.
Tavin, give me your
Best cozy games.
number 9, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Interesting. I'm locked in.
Yeah, locked in.
Tavin,
Best family-friendly games.
Connor,
Somewhat similar. Best games for oriented towards young children.
incorrect. Number 8, A Way Out.
Not that.
Interesting.
Donut County, which I don't even know what that is.
I've heard of it. I couldn't tell you what it looks like. I'm very curious because that A Way Out puts me in a different conversation, and now I'm curious if I don't understand Let's Go Eevee as well as I thought I did. I'm gonna lock in.
Connor, are you in?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Connor, give me your guess.
Best companion games to play with someone.
Okay. And
So
Tavin?
best co-op games.
Co-op, yeah, that's what they call it.
Fucking idiot.
Tavin?
Co-op.
Oh, no, incorrect. I didn't realize that was your guess. Sorry.
Yeah, my apologies. I can see how that is.
I thought you were just correcting Connor. Yeah. Number 7, Dead Cells.
Mm-hmm. It's
All right, I'm locked in.
you got something, huh?
Yeah.
Got the Eevee
I
thing.
think the A Way Out is actually the throw off here. I think A Way
is.
Out is the one that throws the
and I
throw
don't barely know anything about the first two.
Yeah. But I've got it.
I
think I've got it.
I got it, yeah.
Tavin
Is this the top 10 best Switch games?
and Connor.
Is this best photo modes?
Incorrect.
No.
I don't know anything about these fucking games.
What?
We played Dead Cells on the channel.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't have this.
Fucking idiot.
Number 6, we have Hollow Knight.
What? Let's go Eevee and let's go Pikachu, or just Eevee? Does it matter? Probably doesn't matter.
It's just Eevee.
Okay, but it probably doesn't matter.
I'll say it matters.
Fuck. That sounds like a dumb, like, bullshit thing about Phil where he says it matters, but I doubt it really matters.
Guess we'll have to trust him on this one.
What was the last one we just said? Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight, yes.
This doesn't make any sense. I don't know who did the Let's Go games. I don't know.
The category is games who will never get sequels. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Huh. Silk Song fucking canceled. I'll lock in just to move on.
Yeah.
Tavin, give me your guess.
Indie games.
And Connor?
Best gameplay loop.
It's wild to call Pokemon Let's Go Eevee an indie game.
I know.
No, I know. Number 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
What the shit? Okay, I've got one. No, that doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute.
There's one thread connecting all of these.
I know, that's what's annoying about it.
Yeah, it's just like.
But I already said that.
Gotta find the thread. Donut County,
game that
Pokemon
old?
Let's Go Eevee, A Way Out, Dead Cells, Hollow Knight, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Ultimate came out.
What the fuck is Donut County? That's what's bothering me the most.
Can he look up gameplay footage of Donut County just so he can fucking,
No.
fucking move on? I'm locking in. I'm just trying to remember. I don't think all these games did that. Right? Because Dead Cells is Hollow Knight's older than that, isn't it? Maybe it's not. This is what sucks about years before we started doing the podcast, is it's a lot harder for me to remember exactly what happened. I'm gonna lock in.
Yeah.
Tavin?
Phil, is this the top 10 best 20... Fuck. Is this the best 2018 games?
Can you be more specific?
Top 10 best 2018 games on Switch.
Connor?
The rules of locking in are tough. Best SFX.
What?
You're both incorrect. But one of you might be barking up the right tree.
I wonder who that is.
I got the year wrong.
Number 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
What the shit?
So, Tavin, we're in a position where we could just start doing what you said on years. Or maybe there's a specific parameter here.
Okay, well, Odyssey's not on Switch, right?
My knowledge.
That's the first game he's mentioned that's not on Switch.
Did that come out in 2018? I thought. Yeah, I thought.
Odyssey was 18. So I might have the year wrong. But he asked me to be more specific when I said just the year.
That's what I was arriving at before, but I was like,
But
oh,
Odyssey's not on
years.
Switch. So all those other games are on Switch.
Thank
which
God.
is what's driving me crazy. Smash Ultimate was 2018, right? Because it released the night of the Game Awards. It was 2018, wasn't it? Because then it was nominated again in 19, but didn't get it.
Yeah.
Right? Do I have that right?
I'm just gonna move on to the next entry.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Spider-Man 2018.
Well, why did you ask me to be more specific?
Because I need you to be more specific.
What the fuck?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Nah.
Wait, what
Connor, you're
entry?
locked-
Wait, what entry number is Spider-Man 2018?
Number 3.
I've got it.
Mhm.
He's a cheeky one.
Connor, give me your guess.
What was my guess? Because I changed it, but I was like, oh, I got to stay in. I know. I got to stay in. It was fucking. It was. Oh yeah, I remember. I changed it in my mind because it was absolutely wrong. Because Smash, best top 2018 games on Steam. Not.
No, God no.
And Tavin?
This is Phil's 2018 games.
This is Phil's top 10
There it
games
is.
2018.
There it is.
The personal lists are the deal of this.
That was
yes.
that one. Now, for the last list, I have the easiest one.
Individual lists.
Number 10, Metal Gear Solid.
Wait a second. No.
Interesting. See, I want to go off of because we just did a Phil-centric list. Now I want to do another Phil-centric list. I'm locked in.
It's not the placement on the list, but I'll lock in.
Tavin, give me your guess.
This is Phil's top 10 Game Club games.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
I was going to say top 10 Game Club. Oh, it was the list of the Game Club games, the top 10 games in the Game
Metal
Club.
Gear's in the top
That's
10.
a cheeky idea. Metal Gear is in the top 10, but it's not number 10.
It's like 5 or 6 or something like that. No, not 5. It's like, no, it could have been closer to 10 than I thought.
I want to say it's like 7.
I think Phil's closer. I want to say it's like
Yeah.
8 or 9 or something like that.
I think it actually might be 5 or 6.
It is 9.
9? Okay, damn.
It's number 9. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was higher. Number 9, we have Immortality.
That could be any real game. out
I'm trying to remember which one Immortality is. I know it. I just can't. Is that the game where you had to like click through 3 movies?
Am I allowed to tell you? I don't know. I don't think I am.
I don't know. That's up to you. Are you? I don't know.
I'll say that is the game. It's you're following an actress. A lot of FMV.
Yes. Okay. I have a weird one. That would be a weird list. That would be a weird list to make. And it would be really weird to put Metal Gear Solid at number 10. And also, why would you put the games and not... Never mind. Anyways, I'm locked in regardless.
Damn. When he says it's easy, it just makes your mind change of what it could
does it
be.
make you mad?
It makes me angry. It makes me so
It's
fucking angry.
easy. I'm so angry.
If it's what I think it is, there's not a shot in hell Connor would ever get this.
Yeah, I'll lock in.
Because he doesn't know diddly squat about immortality.
Nope.
Tavin is not top 10 redheads in gaming.
I wasn't going to go that route, but, you know.
Connor, what's your guess?
Phil's top 10 favorite games played in the last year.
No.
I don't think he played Immortality. He
I don't know.
definitely is not his type of game.
No, I would talk about it if I played it.
Yeah. I'm going to go top 10 games by gaming auteurs.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Number 8, God of War. 2018.
Mine still works.
Right.
That last one still works. Barlog would be in a gaming auteur category, right? You wouldn't put him. You wouldn't put him above Kojima, but you know.
No, he would be like number 10, I think.
Yeah.
Then you got like Kojima's probably he's easily top 3. Then you got like Nomura.
Yeah, yeah. It should be like Kojima, Nomura. Is Druckmann there yet?
I think so.
I would think so. Who else?
Who's the
Miyazaki.
lady that worked on
I would put
Uncharted?
Miyazaki above Druckmann. So I don't know if I put Druckmann in the top 3.
Who's the lady that worked on Uncharted?
Amy
Amy
Hennig.
Henning, yes.
Yeah. I would put
Was it
her below
Hennig or
Druckmann.
Henning?
Henning. Hennig.
Oh, Hennig. Got it.
Yeah, but you say it like Hennig. Yeah, Hennig. Hennig?
Henning. I thought it was,
Oh, Hennig?
Amy, get a better last name.
Bothel?
Hey, that's why it works, you know?
I think of the 3 of us, I have the best last name, but you know.
Hey, you're simple Shoemaker. You know?
So, I'm sorry. Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid,
Immortality,
God of War 2018.
That's hard. That's real hard. It's really hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you the rest of the entries for my top 10 of 2018.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
we reached Spider-Man 2018 at number 3, followed by Red Dead Redemption 2, then God of War 2018.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
What was the first one on this
Why
list?
would you,
First one was
Metal Gear.
Solid.
Yes.
what? What the fuck is this list, Phil?
Number 7, Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Okay, I'm locked in. That's weird. Also,
Tavin?
not the order that I would put this in. You're locked in? He's got
No.
nothing. He's a fucking blank slate. Fucking idiot. Fucking
Yep.
moron.
I'll take the idiot mark on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Can't think of anything. Uncreative.
Well, Tavin, let's just go and roll with your guess if Connor doesn't have one.
This is top 10 best story games.
Connor, do you have a guess?
Top 10 best story games.
Shut up.
This fucking
Tavin, you
guy.
win. It's top 10 best narratives in games, or it's the top 10. It's Games Radar's the 30 best video game stories, but it's the top 10 of those. So
I didn't get very far into Immortality. I got lost. It's
feel
very,
like-
it's
and
very
then-
confusing.
number
Metal Gear
6.
should be on this list.
Huh?
Metal
Number
Gear
6 we
Solid.
have.
Should not be on this
The
list?
first one?
Are you fucking insane?
The best
Absolutely, it
narratives
belongs
in
on this
games?
list.
Absolutely, it belongs on a top 10
There
narratives.
are many more narratives better than Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, but narratives in games are a thing because of Metal Gear Solid
Metal Gear
1.
Solid 1. I forgot. It's the list made by...
Connor, it's literally number 10. There's 9 entries above it. You haven't even let me
Fucking-
finish
There's
all-
more
all
than
the ones I
9 that are
You
better
gotta
than-
pay respect.
You gotta pay respects if you're a pussy.
That's how you pay respect, is you do number 10. Number 10, number 9, those are respectable, like, tip your hats. And those are
All
what
right, so
those number 10 and 9 are. It's the most influential, and then this one that nobody really knows about, but it's really good. You should play it.
Number 10, we have Metal Gear Solid. Number 9, Immortality. Number 8, God of War 2018. Number 7, Telltale's The Walking Dead. Number 6, The Last of Us.
Too low.
Number 5, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Haven't played it.
It was great.
Number 4, The Witcher 3.
Too
Not Last of
high.
Us.
Too high.
Number 3, Baldur's Gate 3.
You can make an argument for how the narrative plays out. as
Yeah,
far
with
as
all the
medium.
different variations. I don't think the quality of the story itself is that good, but
Yeah.
all the different variations in the agency you have as a player, it's quite impressive.
Maybe
So
too high, though.
might be a little too high. It's a little too early.
Mhm.
A little too early. But I'll allow
number
it.
2, we have BioShock.
No,
That's just the twist.
it's just a twist. People,
And
that's one where we got to get over
number
BioShock.
Number 1, Silent Hill 2.
Funny enough, if Connor's been playing
I
Silent
have
Hill
been playing it.
2.
And let me tell you, the plot is interesting. It's
all
fun.
right,
It's-
all right.
It leads you along. You're like, yeah, what's going on here? Because you see the points connect, but you don't
More
know
than
how.
Metal Gear, though.
Yeah,
More than God
I think
of War
so.
or
I can't
Last of Us.
maybe not. Well, I'll let you know. I have to wait and see. Because
I'll say it. Metal Gear Solid has a better story than God of War.
Oh, fuck
No,
you.
I wouldn't say that.
God of War is just
You're
more
so
serious.
It's more serious, sir, but also just I think written better. I think
I think the 2-pack of God of War and Ragnarok are better.
Mhm.
But, if we do 2 packs, then what Metal Gear Solid 2 does narratively like fucking from a meta perspective and for like a ambition perspective blows God of War out of the water.
Tupac is dead. Anyway, Tavin, what do
That's
you
the
have
funny thing
for
about
us
white
for the
people.
final game? From
They say
the
Tupac.
pre-show, it sounded like it was going to be a nice, short, and sweet one, so that's what we can end on.
I hope it's short and sweet. We're certainly going to try. Gentlemen, I'm bringing to you a Whose Line Is It game. I'm going to read you a line from a video game. You can get 2 potential points off of each one. You can get a point if you name the correct game, and then you can get a point if you name the character who says the game. You know? So,
Good.
I'm going to start, and I feel like I ordered these easiest to hardest. So we're going to start easy and get harder as we go, I think. But we're going to find out. Number 1.
Oh, let's go.
Me? I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the 9 realms. Me?
I know it.
I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the 9 realms. Connor? I'll start with you.
Okay. That is going to be Mimir from God of War 2018.
Philip?
God of War, Mimir.
Indeed. 2 points to both of you. Congratulations.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Number 2. He looks and smells like he's been dead for days. All his blood's been drained out too.
Ooh.
I think I got it. I think.
Connor thinks.
Think.
He looks and smells like he's been dead for days.
Like he's been dead for days.
All his blood's been drained out too.
All his blood's been drained out too.
I should have said it at the top. You've both rolled credits on all of these games.
Okay. All right. I got it.
I'm going to make a shot in the dark.
He's making a shot in the dark, ladies and gentlemen. Connor, I'm going to start with you.
I'm going to go with Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
Phil?
Damn. So I was going to say MGS2 Snake.
Phil, I'll give you 1 point for that, but Connor is correct. It is Metal Gear Solid 1. I was hoping to throw you off with the vamp thing.
The DARPA chief.
That is what you did. Yeah, it's the DARPA chief talking about him. Yeah.
I almost did fucking Jill from Resident Evil. That would have been a bad one.
That would have been bad. That would have not. But Connor, you're in the lead by 1 right now. Congratulations, taking a lead.
See how long that lasts.
Moving on to number 3.
How'd they drain his blood?
Huh?
How'd they drain his blood?
Decoy Octopus drains his blood so that he could because Decoy Octopus tries to be the most like extensive professional.
But they don't kill him until after Decoy Octopus gets hit with Fox Die.
No.
So not all of his blood's drained out.
By the time Snake gets there, DARPA Chief is already dead.
Really?
Yes.
Because they cut to the torture room and it looks like Ocelot just killed him.
That's a memory.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's from when you're in the prison cell, huh? And he's like already in there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
Third one. We're getting a little trickier here. You're gonna have to reach. Just keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now.
Easy.
Damn. Oh, Phil's got it. Phil's got it.
Easiest points of my life.
Just keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now.
I don't really know.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
You have one?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid. No.
Halo Combat Evolved Cortana.
Oh, Phil, you're so close. That is Cortana.
Was it Halo 3?
It's Halo 3.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
I didn't know she said it again. I didn't know she said it again.
Yeah, that's when you get her in Halo. Oh, that's what I was pulling for. I didn't know she said it in the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
We're tied up now.
We're tied up. We are tied up now, which brings us to number 4. I'm interested to see how both of you will react to this list. Or to this one. Number 4. Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist.
Yeah. Got it.
You got it?
Yep.
I hope you do. I'm going to be embarrassed for you if you don't.
Say it again.
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not exist.
Yeah.
I'll say, of the two of you, you should definitely know this, but Phil has. We'll get to it. Connor, go ahead.
Only one thing that's holding me up, but let's see. That is Final Fantasy VII Remake Sephiroth.
Philip.
FF7 Remake Sephiroth.
Yeah.
You are both correct. Final Fantasy VII Remake Sephiroth at the edge of creation.
I thought it was Aerith for a second, but I was like, no, that sounds like Sephiroth.
I almost also put Aerith.
Yeah. I mean, the characters that would say that.
God, what a fucking video.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait for the third one. So excited.
It's going to happen.
Final one.
Okay.
This one's the most difficult, probably because it's not very iconic. But I think you'll be able to do it. You both can piece this together. Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle.
What the fuck was it called?
I know something.
I think Phil knows.
Say it again.
He just can't get the name. Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken. I'm not trying to imitate the voices, but I am trying to imitate the cadence
Yeah.
and the tone, the tonality, but not the voice.
Born of Ignorance. Final line is.
Confidence born of ignorance.
Yeah.
The cycle cannot be broken.
Nailed it.
Oh,
No.
Phil's got it.
We'll see. Then I got a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Let's go. Is that Odin from God of War Ragnarok?
No, you silly goose. It's the Catalyst from ME3.
Yeah, he's wrong. But you're closer, Phil. That is Sovereign from Mass Effect 1.
Oh,
Damn.
I thought it was whenever you're choosing what to do. I knew it was
Cycle.
Mass Effect, but
Yeah, the
the
cycle.
Catalyst.
The cycle was the key
And I-
was the key phrase there.
And I couldn't think of it, but was like, Odin's trying to start the cycle of Ragnarok.
but-
Did he say it at some point? He's also
but
with
the
someone.
Catalyst, but the Catalyst controls the Reapers.
It doesn't. It not necessarily. It's like it can.
But the Reapers are still they are Legion, not Legion, but they are all connected. But at the same time, they're still kind of individuals, kind of, sort of.
All right.
Because there's a difference between Sovereign and Harbinger.
Yeah.
When you talk to them, they feel different.
Assuming direct control.
Good game.
Harbinger feels more like a dominator, whereas Sovereign feels more elitist. is how
So
would
I
say that.
won.
Yeah. No. You tried to
I won
trick
by
me there.
one.
Did
No,
you?
you tied it up with one.
Did you not give me a point for Mass Effect?
No, you said Mass Effect 3. Why would I give you a point for that?
Because you like me?
Yeah, you're trying to be a little tricky guy there.
I honestly thought you gave me a point. I'm sorry.
Because you like me. That's hilarious. That was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed putting those
I like
together.
that game. We haven't played that one
Imagine.
since one of the first episodes of Piggy Bank.
It's been a while. We definitely, Discord. I was in knack for sure. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say, "It's a me, Mario," so I can get fucking Mario Auditore from AC2 again.
If only.
Because that's the trick. Mario doesn't say it's a me. It says it's Sumi.
He says it's a me.
No, he says it's Sumi, which is Japanese for super. He says Super Mario.
I fucking hate you. He
That's
says
the-
it's a me, Mario.
No,
Shut
no,
up.
it's just our dumb American English-speaking brains think Italian plumber and think he's saying it's a me Mario.
Well, then they shouldn't have made him an Italian plumber.
Because his first name isn't Super.
But
It's
he's playing.
Mario. It's
But
Mario
he's not
Mario.
saying it's he's just saying Itsumi Mario. He's saying in Japanese Super Mario because you hit the title screen and it's Super Mario.
Right, but he doesn't speak Japanese.
I think
Charles
he
Martinet
does.
doesn't speak Japanese.
No, he doesn't. No. And certainly after every Jesus Christ, Enrique in the chat. Oh my God.
Nice, man.
But it doesn't matter. We can get out of here.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of the Piggy Bank. Make sure to give us a follow on all our social media down below, like, comment, and subscribe. All those call to action things. And make sure to check us out live every Monday afternoon, evening, Central Time for all this content that we provide and record and put out throughout the week. And without any further ado, boys, let's go ahead and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a splendid day.